I'm human. I like to connect with people. I like to relate. And then you start getting too comfy with somebody and they start popping up on your mind, and all of a sudden you are just being lured into these bad romances.
Situations. And they're not even relationships. They are situationships. Seriously.
A situationship.
That's what that is.
1, 2, 3.
Stand up, girl.
Not break the microphone.
Hey, what's up? I'm MJ.
And I'm Bree.
And we're just a couple of Vegas girls.
Living the not so Vegas life.
Yeah, but we're not regular Vegas girls.
We're cool Vegas girls. Kinda.
And this is the Keeping It Casual podcast,
where we talk about everything and nothing all at once. Let's do it.
I like when you sang it out.
Oh, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I love that stupid movie.
God, I love being out and about downtown.
I do too. We are practicing for our first pop-up podcast.
Yes, first pop-up podcast is going to be Friday, June 14th.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be, we're not telling where, and you got to follow us on Instagram. We'll let you know the week of.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's probably going to be downtown because we love the vibe.
Yeah.
It's just a fun way to come down and join the podcast.
Join the conversation. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. And then we have some other dates coming up too. Pole Expo is going to be August 23rd through the 25th. We are going to be there on the 23rd doing a short little podcast, and then we will be on the red carpet doing media as well.
That's our sponsor, Pole Expo. Thank you. It's going to be at the Rio. Get your tickets, poleexpo.com.
And then thank you, Pole Fitness Studio, for being our other sponsor.
That's right. And also, we have a 1-year anniversary party. We wouldn't rather celebrate it anywhere than a karaoke bar.
Yes. Yeah, so it'll be at Dino's Saturday, July 20th. Just come down, hang out, sing. I had a dream last night that I was singing Violent Femmes' Blister in the Sun, so we're going to have to make it happen.
I do like this because that's probably a song I could maybe sing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't even have to, because just kind of talk through it. It's fine. Let me go on.
It is. It's something I could pull off. So I'm like, that's a song. Spice Girls, I'm going to have to sit that one out. I don't only... Why is this guy jumping the fence? It's not that serious.
There's some interesting things going on. So there's a guy with there's like a homeless person with a sign that just says "fuck you."
Yeah. Yeah, and he looks like young enough. Like, get a job. I get so annoyed when I see people that are younger than me. They're well able. They have like he's got nice shoes. He's got some decent jeans on.
Yeah.
A sign just says "fuck you," and I haven't seen anybody give him any money.
I wouldn't.
Give them shit.
There's punk rock bowling going on downtown, so there's a lot of really hot punk rock dudes. So maybe we can find my next boyfriend while we're doing this live recording.
There's a lot of fun hair and outfits going on, and a lot of bandanas.
A lot of punk rock tees, a lot of tattoos, a lot of fun color hair.
Who did we see was going to be here this year? I do love the Hives. The Hives
Damned.
are cool. The Damned. Who else is it?
Rancid.
Pennywise. Rancid. Yeah, Rancid. Descendants.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta. I don't know. We have to be down here with the vibe. I love all these people's vibes and stuff.
Yeah.
But I had to get out of my house, too, because...
So did I.
I don't know. The funk is real right now.
It really is. It's Memorial Day weekend, and I spent 2 days in bed eating taquitos and, crying and watching Sex in the City. I also went on a huge rant about how I hate that Ross ended up with Rachel because he's a whiny little bitch. And she shouldn't have gotten off the plane.
Oh, God. So rewatching Sex in the City and Friends.
I was not rewatching Friends. Something about Friends came up when I was texting with one of my friends, and I was like, you know what? Fuck Ross. He didn't deserve Rachel. He's a whiny little bitch. He did this. He did that. And she should have gone after her dreams and went to, where was she supposed to go? Paris? I don't know.
Oh, God.
I don't remember.
I didn't get that hooked into Friends. I can barely watch it when there's bad TV on. Sometimes I've never, I don't think I've committed to every single episode yet. Have you?
Of
Have
Friends?
you seen them all?
I think I have, yeah. I watched the finale of The Big Bang Theory, and I thought it ended so perfectly. Of all the shows that I've watched finales for, that one was just aw, I love the way that ended.
Okay, I'll have to see it. You go, boy. Look at him.
He got thigh highs on.
Wow,
all right.
He's got shorty shorts, and he has boobs. And he's got a short man haircut look,
So
too.
you've been in a funk, too?
Well, it's funny because I text my friend, and she was been going through some stuff, and I said, hey, man, and I'm using my voice to text. I was like, look, I've been in funks, too, but it actually came out as funk stew. So I was like, I'm keeping that.
We're in a funk stew.
We both need to get out of our funk stew because with me, I think it's like the constant mom guilt. Like just one day you wake up, you're like, I'm not going to yell at the children tomorrow. And then you wake up, you're like, everybody get out of my face, you know? And then you kind of reset your day constantly. And when you just keep failing over and over. Plus, I'm a little aimless because I don't really have a schedule. So I'm you know, we had the live shows with a lot of preparing for that and then this. And now I'm kind of like, I'm dancing again, which I really love. I'm trying to create my classes again. So I'm doing a lot of that. But still, I'm still doing my own thing. And I guess I'm feeling a little aimless. And that concoction can definitely create a funk stew.
I understand that. It comes to a point like even... I have a friend who's having some issues in her career right now, and she's like, I don't know if I want to continue on with the position I'm in. I don't even know if I want to continue on with the company I'm in. And so she's been applying for jobs left and right, and like, you know, for every 35 jobs you apply for, you get like one person that calls you back.
Well, and here's the thing I've noticed too. I'll look at a lot of these jobs and like I've been on Indeed and you know doing job alerts and stuff. Every single one is filled with all these like qualifications and all these things. And I'm like, if I made sure that I was qualified for every single detail that they ask for, you're never going to be. You just have to go for it. If you see something that sounds interesting, you just got to go for it. That's what I've learned because I've actually gotten some interesting callbacks that I probably was not even qualified for, but I was like, whatever, fuck it. I put my name in there.
Let's try it.
Yeah, nothing to lose right now. So, but I don't know. The fitness world has been calling me back in, and
I think that's great.
Dancing and teaching again is definitely something I have a lot of passion for, and
that's good.
We'll see what's going on. But
me, I'm doing my job every day. Yeah.
So, do you ever want to do any of your esthetician stuff? Do you ever want to bring that back in the game?
I don't know where my passion for that fell to the side, but somewhere along the lines it did. And like, I love doing makeup on myself. I love that I know how to do skincare on myself, and I'll do it for my friends and stuff. But
it was more like a passion for learning about it because you wanted it for yourself. There's a lot of people that do that. They go to school for something because they're really passionate about it, but they're like, I just kind of wanted this for me. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily mean it had to pan out. I have a friend that went to school for, psychology, and she's like, I don't want to be a psychologist and listen to other people's shit, I realized. And then I just realized that I learned so much that I wanted to apply to my life. So it still had value. It's still worth it,
I don't know. I've been, I've kind of been at a crossroads with schooling. Like, is this really what I want to do? I have been with that. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what I want. Yeah. But I have been kind of like thinking really outside the box when it comes to schooling into a career that I never even thought about before. Really? Yes. We'll talk about that later. Okay. Off mic.
Okay. All right. Save it for me.
Yes.
But, besides that, we have a beautiful day in Las Vegas.
Yes, we do.
It's definitely the downtown scene. If you ever come to Vegas and you think you've got to go to the Strip and spend all the money,
don't.
The culture is right here downtown.
East Fremont is like where it's super fun. Even like when my writing mentor brought all her groupies with like when Shanti was here and everything, when she brought everybody here.
All downtown.
Yeah. Well, they were staying at the Plaza, so yeah, it was all downtown, but I took them across the street to the Griffin.
Yeah.
They were like, well, where should we go? Let's go dancing. Let's do this. And I was like, we need to go to Fremont East. And first we tried to go into this place at the Golden Nugget, and I was like not impressed with it because they were saying like this one girl who had her hair up in like a cute updo, they were like, and she had like a neck tattoo. They were like, "Oh, you can we don't allow neck tattoos in this club."
Excuse me?
I was like, at the fucking Golden Nugget.
At the Golden Nugget does not allow neck tattoos.
Yes. And I was just like, no, we're gonna find something else because they were like
having a gangbanger thing down here. I'm guessing that's gotta be.
But she was just like a hot punk rock chick. No, I think because we were not all spring chickens. I think they were being ageist because first they were like, well, would you guys want to buy a table? It's a $200 drink minimum. And I was like, there was like 15 of us. And I was like,
again, at the Golden Nugget?
But I like in my mind, I was like, okay, 15 of us, that's the first round of drinks, $200. That's easy. Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
And then they were like trying to get her to cover up her neck tattoo, and I was like, no, I'm done with this. We're done. We're going somewhere else.
Get over yourself. If any place with neck tattoo should be accepted, it's downtown Fremont. Okay,
Exactly.
Like, who are you? I know they don't let the guys in some of the bars down here if they're wearing hats,
which is
or
fine.
if they're wearing jerseys or something, because it's all
kind of like the club.
fucking well. Yeah, but I think
Not
it's
as
a gang-related thing.
Yeah.
You know, like they have
Yeah.
their... I don't know. I'm not in a gang. I can do the blood sign just because I learned it in middle school, but I don't... I really don't know. I don't think I'm associated with either the blood or the Crips. Actually, I know, but yeah, I can do the blood ones.
I'm not going to comment on myself in that. I grew up in a weird part of town. I grew up in a weird part of the city. One of my best friends... Actually, you know, I will tell this story. One of my best friends, her mom got sick, and I was like, oh, well, what kind of flowers does your mom like? Like, what's her favorite color? And she goes, well, red, because she a blood. And I was like, all right.
All right, so we'd be cool.
Yeah. Roses it is.
Oh, you know what's funny is my friend, remember my friend, we talked about it in an episode. I think we were being really judgy because we were very heated on the
side
topic.
bitches? Side chicks.
Maybe it was side chicks. Well, anyways, my friend, I saw her recently. She was in town. She was the one that went on the date with the guy at the car dealership.
Yeah,
who was married.
the married guy who was in the open relationship, supposedly, whatever.
Yeah, and then when she's like, do you take hot girls on dates all the time for lunch? She's like, no, never. You know, and it's just like, okay. So I had to take her to go drop her off at the dealership to get her car serviced.
Yeah.
And she was like, we pull up and there's some guy walking by.
Is it that guy?
Decent looking guy, kind of cute and stuff. So I was like, hey, is that the guy? And she's like, oh, what, the one I went to lunch with? And I said, yeah. She goes, yeah. And I said, oh, okay. And she goes, I go, so is any weirdness from that? She goes, hell no, girl. She goes, he decks out my car every time. He goes the extra mile and washes it and waxes it.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I was like,
that's amazing.
She's like, best decision I ever did. I was like, you bitch.
That's funny.
Yeah, he makes sure that he goes above and beyond for her car washing. So
There's some girl with Birkenstocks and socks on. I can't handle it.
Oh God, I know. I'm like, what are you staring
Like,
at?
I saw like a really cute jumper, and I was like, oh, where'd she get that? And then I saw socks and Birkenstocks, and I was like, never mind. I can't appreciate any of that right now.
I love this couple over here. They've got like the two scooters. Like it's a guy and a girl. She pulls up on the big red one, and he pulls up on this low rolling like purple iridescent one.
Yeah, he's like a straight up unicorn scooter, and she's in her badass scooter. Oh, and she's putting the jacket on too.
Yep. She's like, honey, you're wearing my scooter. You're riding my scooter today.
She's here to ride.
I love Fremont.
This is interesting.
Still haven't seen a penny. Anybody give the fuck you sign homeless guy a
No,
penny.
but we did have a guy come up and ask us for change. Okay, so we're sitting on like the patio area of Park on Fremont, and we're waiting for our food, and this guy comes up and he starts saying, he's in a suit, mind you, in a suit, and he starts saying something to us, and I didn't understand what the fuck he was saying. Then he goes, change? And we both go, no. And he goes, you don't have any change? And we were like, nope.
He kind of looked at me again like, please? I was like, no, go away. Get out of here.
I don't carry change.
Just because you lost all of your money last night, which is evident in your suit. Get lost.
Leave me alone.
But he tried to ask for change in a different language. Like,
Yeah, he
didn't
did.
speak English.
Yeah.
And then I just looked at him like, get the fuck out of my face. He was like, change? Like, he's from
Yeah, he was like,
Minnesota. Like,
yeah, he was trying to like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He's probably like a teacher, and this is his summer break, and he was like, I'm going to Vegas.
Lost it all. It's Euro break. But, dude, do you think that we should talk about this email that we got?
Yes, I think we should.
Okay.
I don't even. I have a feeling. I didn't read it all. I scanned through part of
Okay.
it, and I have a feeling I'm gonna have a lot of feelings on this.
I sent it to Bree, and I was like, look, this, we need to talk about this one.
Yeah, she sent it to me to make sure that I was okay talking about it.
Yeah, I was like,
It hits pretty close to home.
yeah, and I'm also like, it's kind of like, are we giving this guy a way to justify things? But I think
Yeah.
if you hear towards the end, he's just kind of saying, these things happen. Maybe it doesn't define you, but
Yeah, but you said you had only sent me part of the email too.
Yeah, so at the end, he kind of was, But I was just like, should we give this guy
A platform?
a voice right quick to kind of explain? Here's the thing. We did an episode way back, and it was kind of like cheating. And we were talking about, we don't understand, like, the mentality
I think it
behind
was still
and
side
what
chicks.
was it. There's a few we've done, touched
Yeah.
on little things.
But Side Chicks was the one where the girl was talking about how she was sleeping with her married coworker,
Yes.
and I was like, what?
Yeah, like how do you even start with things like that? So
Yeah.
we got a good one. Do you want to read it? Do you want me to read it? What do you think?
I think you should read it.
Okay, I'm going to read
Because
this
I read
one.
The Last Advice email.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to read this one. Here we go.
Okay.
The subject line just says trapped. Okay?
Trapped.
Trapped. I was like,
Not
oh.
like trap.
Yeah.
Not like trap music.
Not
where
like
he's
trap house.
like trapped in a closet.
He's trapped. Okay, so it says, "What's up, ladies? Dude here. Keep my name to myself in case we meet one day. And I happen to be single. Maybe Bree and I would hit it off."
Oh.
So yeah, she's not dating cheaters anymore. So get over yourself. Right now, I've really got my hands full. I dig the perspective you guys have and thought I'd share a little about what I've got myself into. You asked in one episode, what is the thought process in the mind of a cheater? Well, you know how somehow every girl is interested in you when you already have a girlfriend?
No, I don't know that.
Well, it starts like that. At first, you're not going to cheat, but you want to see if you still got it. Now you know you've still got it and just want to dance with her a little bit. All of a sudden, you're dancing and making out, but you're not sleeping with her, so it's not cheating yet. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. I'm going to stop you right
Even
there.
just texting and having emotional whatever is cheating.
Don't be drinking and dancing with anybody because that's just like sex on the dance floor. And it's leading up to the kiss.
Oh.
It always leads up to the kiss, right? So you're already in trouble there. Then one night you're really drunk and had a fight with your girlfriend and you end up doing the same thing and boom, you've slept with this girl and are officially cheating. Now you keep sleeping with this one girl because, hey, nothing bad happened the first time. This girl's just a physical outlet for me and I still love my girlfriend.
I want to throw up
How?
right now.
Like, I just don't think that somebody understands what love is if that's, I don't know. I don't know. We're trying to understand. Okay. Well, time goes on and you've fallen so far over the line you can't even remember when you've really crossed it. And this new girl wants more from you because they always do. You can keep it casual as long as you want, but it's always going to turn into more for somebody. And new girl wants more from you, and your girlfriend is wondering why you suddenly have to work late, but you're making no more money. And you've got to try and find a way to break it off with the new girl, but it's hard because you kind of like her too. Suddenly you constructed a web of lies so complicated that you're not even sure you can unravel it, and you're not sleeping well because if your current girlfriend finds out, the shit will hit the fan, and your newer girl will find out about your girlfriend eventually. You get into this situation where it's just easier to put it off, and sort of like when you want to put off breaking off with somebody you're comfortable with but no longer love. Maybe I'm just wanting to get caught since it feels like the easier way out. Then it says, respect the show, girls. Any advice or kick in the balls because I need it. Just so you know, this is the first time I cheated, and the guilt I feel makes me never want to be in this situation again. Dude. Thank you, dude.
Did my ex-boyfriend send that? Seriously, that is
We'll never know.
legitimately.
Yeah.
That is legitimately the situation I was just in.
It came from a very cryptic email, and it's, they sent it to our feedback email. Yikes. And I hear what he's saying. He's like, now I've just lied so much to everybody, and now you're just being kind of like, okay, I'm giving you a kick in the balls. Now you're just kind of being a sucker, and you're trying to do that thing where you're just going to force them both to break up with you instead of just doing it.
God, you're such a pussy. I'm sorry.
What do you do?
As she was reading this email, I legit I need to describe to you what I did. I put my head in my hands out of frustration. I have a lot of feelings. Let's dive into them.
Please, please.
You're a pussy.
First of all, you're dancing with temptation. Literally, don't be at a bar and start dancing and flirting with anybody. That's no. Okay, like.
I'm
Shut it down.
Say this.
Keep some boundaries.
This is why I don't understand cheating. My ex was not the most attractive man in the world. We've all said it. Everybody, like even all the guy friends that I have, not even my guy friends, my girlfriends.
Just keep drinking my water.
Keep drinking your water. My friends, boyfriends, and husbands all said, "You're way too pretty for him. He's not the most attractive physically man in the world." But I will say this. When we were together, I only had eyes for that man.
Yeah.
And you can attest to that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
So, yes, I had dated way hotter than him, and I would have exes like hitting me up like, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up?" And you know what I did real quick? Shut it down.
yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Real things are happening.
I would have listeners come in and say to me, oh, you're really pretty. You want to come to this concert with me? No, sorry, I'm in a relationship. See, it's shit like this, shit like that.
You have to set boundaries.
You have to set boundaries.
It's also integrity. A lot of us can get away with this shit, but we choose not to.
Exactly. So the 27-year-old I tried to hook up with the night of the live show, I met him when my ex was out on tour. And I did not, and he was flirting with me that night. He was super flirty with me that night, the first night we met. I even brought this up to him when I tried to sleep with him one time. I was like, you were flirting with me the night we met. He goes, yeah, but you told me very straight up you were in a relationship. And he goes, and I respected that. And I was like, well, I'm not in one now.
Yeah.
See, it's stuff like this. Like, yeah, I find myself attracted to other people, but when you make a commitment, you keep that fucking commitment. And if you can't keep that commitment, you might not love that person. I mean, I don't even want to say that because you probably do. I don't know. I'm not even going to go there. But when you make a commitment, you are set to keep that commitment. And if you feel that you need to fuck somebody else, you need to talk to your partner.
Well, you need to just cut it off. Even as much as you think you're going to break their heart, wasting somebody's time is the worst thing you can fucking do.
I agree.
That's all we have in life is time. And if I'm giving you 100% of my time and you're not giving me that thing you promised me, then you're wasting my fucking time and get out of my face.
Exactly. Well, and not only that, but like, I feel like if you're tempted to cheat on somebody, then there's something wrong in your relationship and you need to talk to your partner about it anyway.
Yeah, well,
like there's obviously some sort of disconnect going on and you need to be like, hey babe, I'm starting to feel this way. And usually they're looking like, if you're feeling like you need to look outside of the relationship, they're probably feeling that way too.
Well, yeah, and you know what? It's I feel like he also was saying like, well, it's the mind of a cheater. Here's what happened to me. It was the only time it's happened, but it's also like you have to, I think we all have things. We all have vices. We all have things that I'm not going to keep toaster strudels in my freezer because I'll eat them all. Okay? So there's certain temptations I don't keep around.
I need to get rid of taquitos out of my freezer because that's all I did this weekend was eat taquitos and cry.
Well, you know what I mean? Like we keep those temptations. I'm not going to be going out with Bree every weekend to drink because if that's what she wanted to do because she's single and going to bars and stuff, I'm not going to keep putting myself in those situations because eventually I'm going to get comfortable and start talking with people. Like, I'm human. I like to connect with people. I like to relate. And then you start getting too comfy with somebody and they start popping up on your mind and all of a sudden you are just being lured into these bad romances.
Situations. And they're not even relationships. They are situationships. Seriously.
A situationship.
That's what that is.
But I like that. I think we got the name of the episode, Situationship. But I really thought it was interesting because it gave us a little mind behind the mentality of the cheater.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's also like I've never done this before. Okay, not going to do it again because it's got to be the worst. Nothing worse than like, okay, you've got this little thing with this other girl and you have all of a sudden you're and I've heard of people that have fell in love with two people at the same time.
I can't
you
hear about
it.
polyamory and stuff like that, and I do believe that's possible.
Well, just out of deceit, like when they don't know. Like I've had friends in the past that started cheating on one guy, one relationship, and all of a sudden they're in love with two people.
Yeah, and they're all lovesick and don't know what to do.
I can't even imagine that feeling.
I can't either.
I want to hear more about that as well. I mean, I thank you for sharing with us your story. We're not going to make you feel better about it.
I'm not going to. I'm going to tell you need to come clean. No, actually,
I would just say break up with her.
Break up with the side piece.
Break up with the main chick.
Well, break up with the side piece too.
Yeah, break up with both of them.
Break up with the side bitch. Sorry, side bitches. I wonder if she knows. Does your side bitch know?
I don't know, but all I know is you've really built a web of lies and deceit with the first girlfriend, and she's probably, I mean, I would just feel so guilty, and I feel like I've destroyed this a lot, and I would want to just start over fresh. I wouldn't want to waste any more of her time.
I don't know.
I'd let her go. Maybe you don't need to tell her you're cheating on her, but you need to just find a way to say, listen, this is not working out for me, and I got to go.
You got to do it with both of them.
Yeah, you got to let them both go.
You let them both go, because right now you're being a piece of shit.
Yeah, you're wasting people's time, and it's fucking ugly.
Yeah.
And it sucks, dude.
Yeah.
You just got 2 kicks in the balls.
I'm mad at you. I'm really mad at you, but keep listening, please.
We're so mad at you, but we do appreciate you. Rate and review, would you?
Oh, and guess what? If we do meet in person, don't ever tell me that you're the one that sent this email.
And you know what? It's not going to happen, though, because you know what? You need to be fully honest. And if she ever found out that you were that guy, then you've wasted a third. Sorry, Bree's off the limits.
I'm off limits.
We might consider making you bachelor number 5 or something if we ever meet you. But you will have to, this will be your disclosure to end every relationship.
You know what's funny is...
It's a relationship disclosure.
I had that.
Hoorah.
All right. I actually had that with a guy. We went on a first date, and he knows my ex.
Yeah.
So, obviously, he had to ask, like, well, what happened there? And I had to be like, well, he cheated on me, so... But... First date disclosure, he was like, not his last girlfriend, but the girlfriend he had before that. Like, because he's a very long-term relationship kind of guy.
Yeah.
The girlfriend he had before that, he was like, well, I cheated on her and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I could have gone my whole life not knowing that.
Oh.
And he was like, but I don't want to lie to you. So...
That's interesting.
It was an interesting tactic. It didn't make me think any different of him because it had happened so long ago that I was like, why the fuck do I need to know that? But then I was like, well, I appreciate your honesty, sir.
I guess it's it takes a lot for somebody to accept your, your craziness. And I feel like if it's something that you feel compelled to share with somebody, you really are like, you feel guilty about it and you want acceptance for it and you want them to know that you're aware of something stupid you did and this is something that you're not going to let happen again. I feel like him telling you that was being like, I cheated on her and I fucked this up and I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah, and that's what he said. He's like, I'm not interested on cheating on a girl ever again. He's like, I felt so guilty and this and that. And I was just like, okay, I didn't need to know that, but all right.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, all of the... I think we all feel the same way, and I've known people that were cheating and then they got cheated on and they're like, that was the fucking worst. That sobered me up right now. It's like, don't wait till a dose of your own medicine, like don't, it's karma. It's karma.
I can't wait for my ex to get his karma.
It's all hippy dippy universe shit, but I believe in it.
Oh, I believe in karma 100%.
And that's what keeps me sane. That's what keeps me in check from not doing stupid shit or
you know what's funny?
Shady shit to people. Because it's like, I don't want that.
Yeah,
done to me.
You know what's funny? Okay, so I was waiting for
the integrity
for the British prick to get his karma, and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, he's still with his wife. He's this, he's that.
I don't know his life either.
Well, he was always very body conscious. Like very into fitness, very into eating healthy, very into this. He's been getting kind of fat. And I feel like that's his karma.
You know what? When you fuck somebody over, we get real petty really quick because we can all go there and
Well, no, I mean, as I knew him, he was always very into fitness. That was his thing. Like, even when we go out for drinks, he'd be like, "Oh, vodka water because I can't have that many. I can't have that many calories from alcohol and blah blah blah." Like,
that's his reasoning. Mine's because it just spills. I'm like, you spill this, nobody will know. And you're hydrating while you're getting tossed.
No, his was like that's because vodka has the least calories in it, and
does it?
That's what they say.
They, as in Google. I have to know this right now. What's up? It's MJ
and Bree. I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Pole Fitness Studio, dance and fitness for everyone.
Hell yeah. And our big sponsor this year, Pole Expo. You guys, this is going to be going down at the Rio, and we will be live from Pole Expo on August 23rd. It's a Friday night.
Come on down. You get a Keeping It Casual live show, and you get all the pole fun.
That's right. Also, please rate and review on iTunes because you can get hooked up in our monthly swag giveaways.
And follow us on Instagram and share us in your Instagram stories to be a part of our pop-up giveaway.
That's right. It's all at Keeping It Casual Podcast.
We look forward to hearing from you.
Which alcohol has the least calorie content? Let's see. It basically said most of them contain about 64 calories a shot. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Google was being vague. They're like, we don't really know.
We don't know. We'll figure it out later.
I'm not delving past the first article. It's
well, you know what? That's what he would say to me. I'd be like, all right, and I believed him because he was all super into fitness. So I was like, all right, sure.
I love it though.
You do your thing, dude. Like, it was just, yeah. So that's my thought is like, you're getting fat, so that's your. And I'm working on my revenge body.
That's right. It all makes sense, man. But yeah, I don't know. It's a very scary thing to think of. It gives a lot of people anxiety, especially they're in relationships. It's just, but also it's knowing situations you're putting yourself in. So be smart.
Situationships.
Yeah, don't get yourself into a situationship.
Don't do it.
Situationship. I love that. That's a good one. Well, listen, we are downtown, and the party's getting popping.
It really is.
And he got a photographer took his picture.
Took our picture? I took fuck you's picture.
He's like, do you mind if I take your picture? He's like, I wonder if you gave him any money for that. Get a job, you dick. Anyways.
Anyway, yeah, so don't cheat on people. End of the story.
No, yeah, exactly.
If you're feeling like you're tempted, talk to your partner because there's obviously something going on somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Break out the BDSM quiz. Get some fun, sexy banter going and make sure you're sexually compatible.
Don't wear me. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you before we wrap. Man Thong got married.
Do you think he was like, I'm going to slip into something more comfortable?
I hope he did.
And came out in his thong and she was like, this is the man I'm going to marry.
It had to have happened that way, or I embarrassed him so much that he never wore the man thong again. I don't know. So he got married and I got ghosted. Not that I'm bitter, except I am.
But it's funny, somebody was like, what one person is just like, oh my God, stop me dead in my tracks from having sex. Another one was like, this is the man I'm going to marry. He came out in
a thong and I was like, he's the one.
She's telling everybody, she's like, he came out in the elephant thong with the trunk on it and the ears. And I was like, this is the man.
This is my magic mic.
This is forever. I feel like a woman that would appreciate that thong. I mean, okay, fun ones are different, but when it's a whole like, this is me and my essence of sexiness, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Just not for me, I guess.
No, me either. Trust me, it really wasn't for me. I ran out on it. Dear God.
Well, mazel.
Good for you. We should do a poll at our first live show. Would you wear a man thong for your girl?
All the boys, man thongs, absolutely.
That is going to be the next relationship question. How do you feel about man thongs?
You know what? Before we go, we do have a very gorgeous couple behind us from the Bay Area. Should we ask them our favorite relationship question? And
yes, we
see
should.
What they say. Okay, hold on.
We should.
Let's see before we go. So, what are you guys? What's your names? Samantha. Is that her stripper name? Is that her real name?
It's a stripper name.
Her stripper. What's yours?
Jerry.
Okay. So we love talking with couples and stuff. So one question we like, and this is always it inspires the relationship, is what is a very sexy, non-sexual thing that Samantha does that always turns you on, but it's not sexual?
On the spot. Let's see.
Samantha, you want to get his here? You get it going for him. Something very sexy that's non-sexual that he does.
I'm a very cerebral person, so I like when we have conversations and he engages like deeper than I would have thought. And he's an idealist. He has a lot of ideas, so he'll sometimes take some of the ideas to the next level, and I find that very sexy.
You're gonna have to come. What? You see, she just hit you with some. I like the way you think. You can't.
I might as well just hang the cleats.
What about her? What is something you just admire and it just fills you up?
She's incredibly. She's an artist, and also incredibly passionate about the causes that she's taken on. So. For me, I think it's just watching her blossom and doing the things that she's doing and the people she cares about, and ensuring that they're successful or going above and beyond what she needs to do to make sure that whatever they're doing is comes out in the best positive light and so forth.
I love that. He admires your hustle, girl. Ah!
And it is so rare to find a man who does admire your hustle. Like, doing the stuff, like doing the podcast we do and doing the things that I do, I don't even feel that my ex really, like, he was more worried about his hustle, and when he looked at mine, he was just kind of like, we'll see what happens. So you need somebody that respects you in that way. That's good.
Yeah, I feel like you guys definitely vibe off each other. She's like, I come up with some ideas. He's like, well, let's take it and make it bigger. And you guys...
Power couple, right?
Power couple. What are you guys doing in Vegas here, please? Share your Vegas fun. What's going on?
So he comes to Vegas all the time to gamble and win that
For
extra
work.
cash. Yeah, he gets to speak at a lot of events. I wanted to experience something fun but also calming, and Vegas is close enough to the Grand Canyon, so we had a little bit of gambling here and then took a trip to Arizona for the Grand Canyon.
Nice. And what's your game?
Blackjack for sure.
I love it. Well, thank you for letting us just chat with you guys. We've ended this podcast on a very sweet note, and I love it. And we'll give you the card so you can maybe check it out while you're flying. So thanks again, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
See, I love that. I always love the vibes from people
Yeah.
when they're saying, like, you know,
Yeah.
I feel like I like that question because sometimes you're not feeling maybe
Sexy
you're
or
sexiest, or maybe you're feeling fat that week, or maybe
Yeah.
you're just feeling stupid, or I don't
Whatever.
know. Any kind of feeling that's letting you down, and you
Yeah.
you feel like your partner is maybe, you always put that on your partner and somebody that, you know,
yeah.
you're like, oh, nobody sees the interesting things or the cool
Yeah.
things. And they're just here to remind you, like, you know, it's not
Yeah.
all about that. It's the little things
Yeah.
that make you who you are.
Yeah, like even Aaron and Cassie, their answers were so sweet when we had them on.
I know, and hilarious.
Yeah. But it was just like he never stops working, and the way I see her with our kids, and it's just like, oh.
And I bet, you know, he probably feels like, fuck, man, I'm so overwhelmed because I have to work all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and she's over here like, but I like that, and
Yeah.
it's okay. And she's probably
Exactly.
like, I'm overwhelmed because the kids are up my butt all the time, and I'm always being a mom, and I don't
Yeah.
have as much time to show him.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but I love knowing you're a
Look
strong
at us,
mom.
saving relationships one simple question at a time.
We're in our funk stew, so we're coming out of it.
I'm trying to come out of it.
Here's one thing that I was my little goal that I keep resetting every morning is
Yeah.
to get up before the children and have a little time to myself, whether that means meditate or just like to collect myself.
Uh-huh.
Even like when it's, say you're getting up and going to work every day, and you give yourself just enough time to get up, get ready, and go to work. What about just giving that extra time to get up and just have 100% you time for 20 minutes to do what you ever the fuck you want?
You know what? My friend told me, because yesterday I was like, all I've done is I did some laundry, I washed my makeup brushes, and then I've been in bed all weekend. Like I was like, I'm in a funky mood, I'm this, I'm that.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, but you did do something. She goes, you washed your makeup brushes. She goes, sometimes it's all about the little goals in life.
And you're just like, that's one of those things you're like, I need to do this, I need to, and it'll become this biggest weighing thing on your head, like I've got to fucking clean up my closet, and
Yeah. And then it feels like you did nothing once you've done it. But like washing my makeup brushes is my least favorite one of my least favorite necessary things to do in the world. But I did it. So yes.
No, I hear you. I hear you, man. All right, guys. Well, listen.
So do make yourself little goals if you're feeling overwhelmed.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how those little goals, that little stupid thing that you've been wanting to do,
Yeah.
Can become the biggest thing
Yeah.
that's clouding all the important things you need to do.
Exactly.
So just fucking do it.
You all prevail. You will all prevail. And homeboy, break up with your girls.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Hurry up,
Get
'cause
it
I'm
together,
bored.
dude. Break up with your girlfriend.
Hurry up, 'cause I'm bored.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to our next pop-up podcast.
I am too.
This
This is gonna be
little,
fun.
This was our little teaser, and we just bugged a couple next to us. But the
Yes.
pop-up's going to be a lot of fun. June 14th. Make sure you check out our Instagram and
Meet up with us.
come meet up with us. It's going to be fun.
And
Yeah.
buy us a shot when we're done.
Buy me a drink. I forgot how the song goes.
Buy you a
Buy
drink.
me a drink. I don't know.
Got money in the bank. Are you doing T-Pain? What are we doing?
I don't know. Let's get going.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Girl, that was fun.
Another fun conversation with you.
Yes, if you have any feedback, email us feedback@keepingitcasualpodcast.com.
My Twitter is Breemixed, BreeMixed.
And I'm at MJ Radio Diva, any social platform.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Keeping It Casual Podcast. You get to see live videos, silly little photos of us.
All the dumb photos that we talk about. Anything photo-wise we talk about in the episode, it'll be there.
We look forward to hearing from you.
We'll be back with more gossip about nothing and
everything. Bye.